Yeah, hi. This is my English assignment. This is my table of content. I have chosen to write about the company Apple, Apple that sells computers, hardware, and software. Um, I chose to write about Apple because it's the most successful company in the world, and I think that it's important that every business person knows about Apple and their success so that people can learn about them and from them. According to Forbes magazine, the company is worth more than 2 trillion by 2020, and I'll just start with a little introduction. Apple was established in 1976 and it became an incorporation in 1977. It has three founders, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Steve Jobs is the brain behind this company. It's his vision that the products that we use is are his ideas. Apple has a history that spans over 30 years. Apple has had many products and very ups and downs during these years. They had their first success in 2008 when they launched the iPhone, the iPod, and the iPad. Since then, they have not looked back. They continue to make products that are either entirely new or they take their existing product and upgrade it. And every time they come up with a new feature or a new product, and people love them because they make people's lives easier. Steve Jobs' vision is that he wanted to bring the world of computers into everyone's or incorporated in everyone's lives. So now that before in 30-40 years ago only people that worked in as an engineer or something higher than that, they used computers. And back then nobody ever thought that a common man would ever use a computer. And Steve Jobs saw this, and he wanted the common man to use the computer and make it as easy as possible. So that's what he did by producing an iPhone that features everything. It's the same with the Mac as well. All the features have made it an all-in-one use product. And they have also created a software that can be transferred from one iPhone to another. So every time if you have an iPhone and you buy another iPhone, it's easier for your data to be transferred. Their success can be explained easily by this PLC graph. PLC graph means a product life cycle graph. And if we start from here, from the introduction is where a product is introduced into the market, and if everything goes as expected, the product grows into the market and makes high sales. But during the introduction period and the growth period, there is a lot of investment during these two periods, and companies are not making a lot of profit yet. But once a product is here in this stage of maturity, by that time people are secure with the product. They know what they're buying and they want to buy it. They like the product, and by now the companies start to earn a lot of profit. So The last stage here is known as decline phase, and that is when the product is thrown out of the market. And that could be because there are other companies that are producing same sort of products and people are buying that instead of your product and they don't want to buy your product anymore, or because um, people are just tired of your product. So the sales are very low and nobody is buying it and you're out of the market. But what Apple does is that every time one of their product reaches the either they're in maturity or it's in the decline period, they introduce a new product and therefore they keep running the markets. So it's like people are hungry for more when they always waiting for a new product to be launched. So they have their customers waiting in line even before they have made a product. So that is their they are very innovative, they're very visionary people, and that's how they have been developing their business over these many years. And I think that they'll keep doing that unless someone equally or even more visionary would come, like if Microsoft or Samsung or anything like that, they come up with something extraordinary, Apple would keep being a number one in electronics.